To questions for oral answer. Question number 1 in the name of Jami-Lee Ross.
Okay. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what progress is the government making in building a more competitive and productive economy, and how is this helping New Zealand families?
Speaker.
Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, we're making good progress on building a productive and competitive economy. Confidence among households and businesses is improving. Exports and jobs are growing, and this is helping New Zealand families get ahead. Despite the impact of the drought earlier this year, the economy grew 2.4% in the 12 months to March, and almost all forecasts show New Zealand on track for 2 to 3% growth over the next few years. This helps all those who have jobs to be more confident that their jobs are secure, and for those who are looking for jobs, they can be more confident there will be opportunities for them. This is good news for New Zealand families.
Supplementary question, Jami-Lee Ross.
According to the latest economic data, what are some of the benefits being delivered to families from the improving economic outlook?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, first it's important to acknowledge that the circumstances of every single family are different, and of course the economy remains challenging for a number of families, but there are some helpful indicators. The annual increase in the cost of living is the lowest in 14 years. Floating home mortgage interest rates are the lowest in almost 50 years, although there is an expectation that they'll start increasing over the next 12 months. There are around 46,000 more jobs in the economy than 6 months ago. And on average, in the past 2 years, wages have been rising faster than the cost of living. This, of course, gives families a bit more headroom to continue doing what they're doing, that is, get on top of their debt and realise some of their aspirations.
Supplementary question, Jami-Lee Ross.
What measures has the government taken to support lower and middle income families during the past 4.5 years, particularly through a fairer tax and income support system?
Honourable Bill English.
Despite the recession and the fact that the government has had significant deficits, we have made supporting lower and middle income New Zealanders a priority. We've maintained large government support programs such as Working for Families, paid parental leave, accommodation subsidies, interest-free student loans. Over the past 2 budgets, we've invested more than $470 million to support more New Zealanders out of welfare. Households earning under $60,000 a year, which is half of all households, will pay around $2.7 billion of income tax, but they will receive more than $8.1 billion in income support, which means that households earning under $60,000 a year are large net recipients of income support.
Supplementary question, Jami-Lee Ross.
How is the New Zealand economy performing compared to other developed countries?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, recently the Reserve Bank Governor noted that New Zealand would be one of the fastest growing developed economies in the world, which I thought was probably a bit optimistic. So we went to check. New Zealand's 2.4% growth in the year to March compares favourably with the US, who grew 1.8%, Canada 1.4%, Japan 0.2%, the UK 0.6%, and the Euro area contracted by 1.1%. Australia grew 2.5% in the year to March. So for many families, New Zealand is the best place in the developed world to be if they want job security and the opportunity for a higher income.
Question number 2, Dr Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Dr Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister.